Good afternoon, Charlotte. I'm student meteorologist Gerald Mengel with your forecast. Off to a really nice Tuesday out there here through the eastern half of the country, and especially here in the Charlotte metro. Very different story back out to the north and to the west up here into the northern Great Plains, where we have an ongoing blizzard as well as a likely tornado outbreak tonight into sections of the Midwest. So luckily here at home, we don't have to worry about that threat, but we will have our own impacts from this storm system as that cold front behind it kind of sweeps on through the region going into the second half of this work week. But right now, I hope you're out there enjoying it because we have temperatures up into the upper 70s, approaching 80 already here. And all this is being driven by that very warm southerly wind taking over the southeast this afternoon. And it's also bringing in some of those higher dew points. So it might almost feel a bit like summer out there for many of us here across the Carolinas. So that summertime weather will kind of stick around, especially tomorrow. I think will really be the peak of that, although also going into the first half of Thursday before that cold front sweeps on through the region going into later Thursday and into Friday. And that's going to have a very soggy weekend with it as well. But luckily, if you're a springtime fan, that looks to return going into kind of the beginning half of next week. So taking a look at that future cast, this is that cold front sweeping on through the Carolinas going into Thursday night and into Friday. And unfortunately, that cold front is going to kind of stall out along the I-20, I-85 corridor. And with that, bringing rounds of precipitation through much of the region from really all day Friday through much of Saturday before luckily I think that kind of begins to work out going into Sunday there. And we should have a much nicer Easter Sunday in store for many of us. So looking at that forecast again, tomorrow really is the peak of this summertime pattern, getting up into the mid-80s with plenty of sunshine, although clouds will mix in. Thursday looks like a pretty cloudy day, although still warm, as ahead of that cold front, that warm air continues to drive northward before that front finally moves on through going into late Thursday into Friday. So can't rule out a couple rounds of thunderstorms with that before more widespread, just kind of cold, unsettled rain through much of the afternoon Friday and then through the overnight Friday into Saturday before we have a much nicer Easter Sunday in store, and then of course even nicer going into the beginning part of next week. So make sure you get out there and enjoy that summertime weather.